And good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business chat. It's Gregory and Robin up here in Bozeman. Good evening or good morning to you wherever you might be. And please keep your lines muted unless you raise your hand and you're going to speak up. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Sarah. Keep the lines clear for our recording if everyone's with us today and, might listen to the recording. Every Thursday morning, we get together, just kind of ongoing business builder, business brand partner, continuing education. Today, we wanted to talk about a very important subject, I think it's near and dear to all of our hearts. And I'm just going to share my screen and kind of let the cat out of the bag. We want to talk about the upcoming convention, Global Convention 2023, Heart to Heart. We want to have a heart-to-heart discussion with you today. We got a number of our leaders from our directors call yesterday that wanted to share some of their thoughts and inspiration on why it's so important, not only for you to be in attendance at the convention, which if you look there in the counters going, this is live, 77 days, 5 hours, 57 minutes, and 35 seconds until convention. That's only 11 weeks away, and my, how time flies. And it's so important. If you only did one major thing with your Lifeway business in 2023, it should be in attendance at this conference. So we've got a number of our leaders. I'm just going to kind of turn it over to them individually. And if those of you that know who you are, I think we're going to have John Ward and Carl Sunshower, Jen Allen, and Jerry are going to be speaking. If you wouldn't mind raising your hand so I can find you easily. I'm going to begin the process, and I think we're going to let John Ward go first. So, John, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, can you hear me, Gregory?
Loud and clear.
All righty. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you guys for the opportunity to come on here this morning. And thank you for letting me go first. I have to help my son. But anyway, going to the conference is like nothing else you have experienced. And this isn't like any other network marketing conference you've ever been to. This is professional from the get-go all the way through. And I said at the last one, 95% of the people, when they entered the conference room, left their egos at the door. And that just changes everything because everybody is in the moment and focused on the now and what the speakers are talking about. And my God, we get to hear from David Schmidt. You get to hear from the scientists that do the studies, I can't remember her first name, but anyway, and you get to hear from leaders. And, yours truly, Gregory and Robin were at the last one and did a fabulous job. But really where you get to learn is from the other people there. And there may be 2,000 to 3,000 people this year, and they'll be from all over the world. One of the biggest moments last year in August for me was actually meeting the Asian people, and I have a whole newfound respect for them. They take LifeWave seriously, they take their business seriously, and it's not a hobby for them, it is a focus for them. So Gregory, I couldn't agree with you more. It will just catapult your business naturally because you will have new things to talk about. You will have new ideas. You will meet new people and you'll have a brand new focus. And it's a wonderful time to get refocused because we'll be in the best 90 days in the middle of it for network marketing, recruiting, whether it's customers or brand partners. That's all I got, Gregory.
That's enough. Thank you, brother. That was great. Before I bring on our other team members, I'm going to share my screen once more because there's a couple other things I wanted to point out. And if you just go to the events section, you can find this. But the thing I wanted to point out, what's happening there, is ticket sales. The standard ticket price goes until September 15th. Also, rank recognition deadline is September 15th. You know, they need to have you as a verified. So whatever rank you want to be at or are going to be at for the convention to get recognized needs to be completed by September 15th. So I just want to point out those important dates. So tickets are available, $249 for physical attendance, $129 for virtual attendance. And we'll talk about doing some home meetings and such. But with that being said, why don't we go up to down to Arizona for me to Sunshower. Do you want to shine your light a little bit with us this morning?
You guys, John said it all. I mean, there's nothing like a LifeWave convention. And most of you know, I've been around the network marketing arena for some time, and really nothing can touch this. Not only do you get to hug the people that you've only seen on Zoom for so long, which is a real thrill, you know, those smiles and those hugs, nothing like it. Excuse me. So there's so many things on stage, you know, Robin and Gregory just did marvelous jobs. It's so, you know, your heart just pounds and you're just like clapping. And then you clap for the people that maybe you helped to another rank. They're crossing the stage. You're like, yeah, I can't tell you. I think there was something like 400 managers that crossed the stage that had just gone manager in the last few months. Oh, wow. So I thought I'd share some pictures with you. I liked what John said too about the Malaysian sector. I mean, these folks do take it seriously. And so here's a picture that I just grabbed. Oh, can you see that? That's Dr. Edward Chu. And he is the cutest thing. I hope I get to actually meet him and hug him. He's the one that told us many, many things, but one of which came, and I did a little graphic design about this, you know, commitment to a greater cause, measure and optimize and grow, communicate in the moments that matter, and continuous learning and development. And we all know that network marketing is just a development program with a comp plan. So my last picture that I want to show you, this was a seize the moment. Guess who I got my picture with?
Oh, beautiful.
And we were talking about Sedona right there. He is one funny guy. I like him. And he is built. This guy is strong, man. All righty. Thank you for the opportunity to give my 2 cents worth.
Oh, thank you, Sunshower. It's always a blessing to hear from you. So let's see. Let me add my spotlight and take yours away. And who's next? So Jerry, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Gregory. Kudos to Sunshower and John. I mean, everything they said, please, you know, just take it into your heart. Everything they say, we do experience when we're there. And what I want to go a little bit different than what they're talking about, because I don't want to speak to the choir here. So those that are going, you already know. But, you know, when you're there, you can hear people telling you all this stuff, but you don't understand it. I really don't think you do. But when you're there, you have the aha moments, and you're going to have amazing things that you're just going to sit back and say, wow. But you really can't understand all this because you're not there. What I really want to talk to is probably the reason you haven't pulled the trigger yet or something like that is that you have obstacles. And I guess obstacles are in front of everyone. And what I want to tell you about is last year, yes, I was going, and it was less than a month before the convention, and I was lying in my driveway with a fractured pelvis in 2 places. And my teammates made other arrangements because I'm in Florida. They were going to come here and we were driving up. And I said, no, I'm going to be there. And I was there, you know, albeit I was on a walker, but I was there. And what I'm saying is everybody has some type of obstacle. I understand that. You have to decide in your heart. You have to step forward. You have to make LifeWave a priority because your big moment, it's going to come at that convention. So just want to let you know there are things that go in your way, but it's going to be just a phenomenal experience. If you can get yourself there, Like I said, we can tell you all the things, the pictures that Sunshire just showed us. I want a copy of that one you did. But yes, it is amazing, and ditto on Sunshire, because you can go there and you can talk to people and hug them and say hi. And it's so glad to be face to face. So it's a different feeling that we get, and a camaraderie that we get to have with everybody at LifeWave. So thank you for the time, Gregory, and everyone have a great day.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jerry. And let's go up to the great country of Canada, soon to be open, wide open again. And Carl, good morning.
Well, good morning to all of you in this wonderful community called LifeWave. I want to go back in time to the first convention I went to, 2021. My sponsor, Pete Redekop, encouraged me. Kai Jacobson put the bait in front of me, and I went and I got in my Jeep and I drove through a closed border, 3 solid days of driving to go to Florida. And there were times I said, what am I doing? I've just joined this group. I think it's great. I'm waiting to see, what the results are going to be from using the product, but I had to go. And let me tell you, I said this on the director's call, you have to go to know what we're talking about. Because, and Gregory, you said it well, you may fly down to Florida on a plane, but you'll go home on your own energy flying almost, because there's something about a convention. And I am a healthy skeptic. And I thought to myself, I'm walking into this, it's probably going to be like an Amway kind of thing, perhaps, not to bash Amway, but one of those conventions where there's a lot of hype, where there's a lot of conjuring of emotion from the stage. That wasn't it at all. It was the presentation of a wonderful product. It was the presentation of the hope and the science that backs this wonderful product. And, heart to heart is very meaningful, because David Schmidt wears his heart on his sleeve. And that's why this entire group is as it is. And you will go there and you will find that you will know more about this company and what they're doing. As David has said often, let's go behind the curtain, and you get to see what he's working on. He's a wonderful, brilliant mind who sees himself as a conduit of positive, life-changing science, and he floats that out so in such a beautiful way. So you'll go there, you will meet a wonderful, bigger group of people. I had the privilege when I went to Arizona to meet Sunshower and Sunwolf I'd met in Mexico, but it is important. And you get a hug from Sunshine, or Sunshower, sorry, it's a great hug. And you get a hug from all these people, and you see them, and you realize that there is so much more to LifeWave than just that. It's the community that you're a part of. And I love what the first speaker said, sorry, forgot his name. Egos are left at the door, but you go to that conference and you realize in the interactions that happen in the hallways and in the break times, no one is below you and no one is beneath or above you. Yes, there are ranks, of course, that establishes, a director is above a manager and so forth. But everybody speaks to each other with mutual respect and concern. And there is an unbridled passion to see that everybody succeeds. And I can't say enough about it. I'm glad to see one of my new Silver Brand partners here, Rodine, on here. She's a wonderful spirit and doing so, and already getting some amazing results. And this September 15th, we're going to challenge people in our group to rank up and to cross that stage at whatever level they're going to cross it at. And you will know that you've found a home. LifeWave is a home. It is a lifestyle, but it is a home. And this community is absolutely intoxicating at times. And I'm encouraging everybody to go.
Well, Carl, I just want to emphasize, you made a decision, and, there's magic in it, and so you made that decision on a whim. How you navigated through a closed border in the middle of the pandemic, we'll never know, but you're a trucker, you know your way around. He makes it through the closed border, drives 2,000 miles to a conference for a company that he barely knows the name of. And and then he
crazy.
That was bold, but I do want to emphasize for everybody listening, I encourage you to make a decision. Go out on a limb, buy a ticket before they sell out. This conference will sell out. Last I heard, it was over half sold. And my experience is usually about 60% of the people buy tickets in the last 30 to 60 days. Well, we got 77 days left. And if we're already half sold out, there's a really good chance 10, 20, 30 days before that conference, it might be sold out. Your chance to attend might not exist. So I encourage you, just make a decision. Just say, I'm going to buy the ticket now. I don't know how I'm going to get there. Carl didn't know either, but he got there. So, make a decision, because again, it has so much power in it. So that's kind of the message we wanted to deliver today. So I think there's there's two options. One, you're going to be there. You don't know how you're going to get there. That's okay. Just make a decision. You're going to be there with us and buy your ticket. Okay. Buy your ticket. Bring a sleeping bag, bunk with somebody, share a room, whatever you got to do, but be there. Okay. If sometimes maybe there's something that you can. I know, like one of our presidential directors, Janet Kiefer, can't be there because her daughter's getting married. Well, that's an okay reason to not be there. Too bad that schedules got in conflict. But if you can't be there, the other option is buy a virtual ticket and have a watch party at home. Gather together your local brand partners. There's probably some that can't be there. We have tens of thousands of brand partners. We only have 3,000 seats there. Okay. So number one, are you going to be in one of those seats with us? And if not, number two, buy a virtual ticket and have a watch party in your home and share the good news. Because LifeWave, this is a God thing for most of us. We all, so many people, you hear it over and over. This is an answer to a prayer. And it really is. And we know that David gets his inspiration. It's a God thing for David too. He gives all faith and glory and gratitude to God for what he gets. And then he shares it with us, and we get to share it with everyone else. So I guess if there's any questions from anyone, we could take a few, or any other witnessing about the power of a convention, of a national convention. We could open it up for a few other people. So if you'd like to say a few words, just raise your hand. And Ravel, there you are. Come on on.
Hi, good day, everybody. Hi, Gregory. I hope you don't mind that I quote you twice here, because it's very exciting to feel your passion from a distance. One time, Gregory Muscari said, the universe works with those that have intention. And I wrote it down. And I want to listen to this and watch it again, not only to hear what everyone said again, because it was so impactful, what everyone shared, but what Gregory said at the beginning was, if you can do one thing for your business, to come to convention. And I guess you could, as a corollary to that, is add, bring people to it. I mean, when you folks in the Live Younger community told me just how impactful an event was, I only understood that in my mind or in theory. I had to actually be there at my first LifeWave event in Aruba. And wow, it was so amazing meeting other people. There weren't just a square, in a Zoom meeting, but to be eyeball to eyeball and to talk with them, get to know them a bit better. It was very exciting. And I could say that it could have been one of the best weeks of my life. That's how I'm not overstating it. It was just an amazing time being around like-minded people. I can hardly wait to meet in person Susan Swayze and Marty Starry, who's here today. It's not on the phone, it's not on Zoom. You can actually meet, and just an amazing time. Can't wait to Orlando, counting the days.
I think you're on mute, honey.
Oh, that's it.
Go ahead, Robin. I was on mute.
Okay.
I was going to introduce Robin. She wanted to say something, so go ahead, honey.
Well, thank you, Ravel. Thank you, Sanjay and John and Carl. I mean, what happens when you go to an event and we talk about you don't need a ticket to fly home is belief. And when you have belief, it doesn't matter what the business or situation in life is, belief will get you there. And there's nothing like being at a convention to deepen your belief in what we have in the company and the products and the community. And then you get to deepen that belief in yourself to be successful. And I remember when I was brand new and I went to my first convention, meeting someone in the bathroom, and I know men don't talk in bathrooms, but women do. It's true. I learned that. But I met people, and we're going to talk as we get closer about how to prepare for being at the event to get the maximum benefit. But you could hear one line from one person that could literally change your life. And so there's so many dimensions to this. And we love being with all of you because we see you in Hollywood Squares all the time, but there's nothing like getting that personal hug and looking in each other's eyes and loving each other in person and feeling the strength of this community. And David continually outdoes himself. And that's part of what he's about. I mean, I don't know how he's going to outdo the drone, but he said he is. So we'll see. But the year before, when he pulled back the curtain and he shared what he's doing for the planet, is really, really touching. So we are a technology company. He is absolutely committed to 100% age reversal. Right now we have 33%, but stay open. There's more to come. Back to you, Gregory.
Thanks, Robin. Carl, your hand's still up. Did you want to have something you wanted to add?
Yes, I did want to add, and I'm riding on your jet stream, Gregory, because you guys are blazing this wonderful trail and laying an infrastructure that all of us can tread on. But the decision to go to conference, to me, is as important as the decision you're going to make about what you're going to do with LifeWave. And someone once said, you have to decide at the outset what you want the outcome to look like. And I would say for those people that are seriously committed, as some have mentioned in the chat here, waiting, hoping, getting this wonderful product that lays a possibility of a business, if you're making that decision to make LifeWave a business, there's no better training ground than at conference, because as Robin said, men may not talk in the bathrooms, but they will talk in the lobby and everywhere else, in the private gatherings, in the suites, in the afterglow, in the after parties. And you'll come out of there it's a catalyst. It's a catalyst to take this to the next level. And that's what most of us, if not all of us, want to do. Take LifeWave to the next level. Nothing better than convention. So I'm glad I've got a number of my team going. I'm encouraging others to come. I'm even willing to pay for some of them who might be struggling at this moment, knowing that the benefit will flow to them. And of course, as we build our networks, it flows to us too. Wonderful thing. I hope most of you, if not all of you, are going to go there and rank advance before you get there.
What rank you want to get there at? Thank you very much, Carl. And, it's the question. And so there's two questions, there's two ways to go: to be there in person or to be there virtually. But the question is, how many people are going to be there with you, either in your home if you can't come, or ideally, how many people are you going to bring along and are going to be sitting in those seats with you at the conference? And that's the huge difference, because I promise you, if you go, you're going to be so inspired to go, gosh, I wish she and him and her and he, you're going to be thinking of all the people on your team that aren't there and wishing they were. So like you said, Carl, sometimes Robin and I, we push the envelope a little bit. We're having dinner with a local friend who, she doesn't know it. One of the reasons I invited her to dinner, I'm going to try and talk her into going to the conference. I'm going to offer to buy her a conference ticket because I just think she'll turn the corner. She's been sitting kind of in the wings for a long time and watching us grow and grow. And so anyway, I see.
Let me share one more thing.
Go ahead,
based
Robin.
on what you just said, Annie.
Yep.
I know that every time I go to a conference, I hear people say, next year, I'm going to have a whole team of people there. So back to the decision, because a lot of people show up by themselves or with one or two people, and they go, I got to have a bigger team next year. So this is the time to make that decision. How many people from your team do you want to share this amazing experience with? Because the biggest team that shows up at convention wins big. Okay, back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Robin. So I see somebody whose name on the Zoom is We Was. Now you are next if you'd like to speak. So you can unmute yourself, and if you turn your camera on, we'll be able to see you. But We Was is not responding to the request to unmute. So I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I just was pushing the
There you
buttons
are.
and
Go
trying to
ahead.
get back. Hi, this is Christine IS, aka
Christine.
We Was, and that'll probably make me a little bit famous someday. Anyway, so it's in Orlando, and how soon is it coming up, this convention?
Hold on a second. That's a really good question. I'm going to share the page from our website, from everybody's website, from the Live Young Lifeway website. So it's October 12th to the 14th. It's 11 weeks from today. So October 12th, Thursday, October 12th, there's a reception in the evening that you won't want to miss. And the convention is really 2 solid days, Friday and Saturday, with an awards gala banquet on Saturday night. So
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're probably at a wrap. I think that, you know, I feel very full. I'm very grateful for everyone for all their contributions here today. You know, I think that I can't wait for conference and convention. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait to, you know, hug
I
and-
want to finish doing the entry and then I'll put it away.
Oh, hold on a second. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to invite everyone to unmute yourself and bid your farewells, and we'll talk to you on one of the upcoming calls. Thanks, everyone.
See you at convention.
Thank you.
Thank you, have a great
So much
weekend.
great information. Thank you.
Set intention for convention.
I love that.
Love it, love it. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
I've got a hug for everybody I meet.
All right.
Yay,
I'm
Understood,
first.
Samantha?
I'm
come to
first.
convention. It is the very best thing you can do for your business.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Build belief all the way there.
Hey, can't wait to see everybody in person. Hugs galore.
How fun.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
you. Take care. It'll be fun. Good job, you guys.
So nice to see you all. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Art.
And this will be available.
Appreciate you guys all.
This is live on Facebook, so be there right now. And within the next 24 hours, it'll be up in our YouTube channel.